Have you ever felt like you're just kind of spinning your wheels with your marketing and you're just really not sure if you're reaching the people who actually need your service or product the most? Or maybe you've got this great course, you've got this great service, but you're struggling to turn those initial sparks of interest into actually paying clients. If this sounds familiar, you are in the right place. Hey there, my friend. Welcome back to another episode of the More Than Social podcast. Super grateful to have you here. Today, we're diving into something really incredibly important for your business when it comes to actually marketing your business correctly. And by correctly, what I mean is in a way that works, is scalable, and is sustainable. And that really comes down to building something called your digital marketing funnel. Now, I'm taking you way back to when I lived in Australia and was finishing my marketing degree. There is nothing really new to this. I just find it something that people overlook when it comes to marketing because all of these other shiny objects that are popping in front of us just kind of pull our attention away. So picture this. You're sitting in a cozy coffee shop with your friend. You're having a coffee or tea or whatever it is that your thing is. Your friend, let's call her Sarah. She runs a small accounting firm. She's fantastic at what she does, offering personalized financial advice and services that really help her clients manage their finances better. But regardless of how good she is, her expertise, and the savings that she's getting with her clients, she's mentioning to you that she's struggling to get more clients. Does this sound familiar? This is where the magic of a digital marketing funnel comes into play. It's like having this step by step guide that helps turn those potential clients from strangers to loyal customers or clients who can't get enough of your service, who are raving about you. Imagine your marketing strategy kind of as like this roadmap, and it's guiding potential clients from the first moment that they hear about you all the way to becoming a loyal client. In the crowded online world, you can't just sit back and hope that people are going to come across your profile, come across your website, and decide to buy from you. You've got to actually nurture them through every single stage in the decision making process. So nowadays, you need someone to have 10 to 12 touch points before they even consider working with you and have trust. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but when we break it down into the stages that I'm about to walk you through, you're going to see how really simple this can be. So, I want you to imagine a funnel, like a physical funnel. Picture the very top of it, okay, all the way to the bottom. We're going to break that into 5 different stages. The top, obviously, being the most open part, all the way down to where the liquid enters in the most narrow end. This is exactly what happens from the moment that a prospect learns about you and then converts into a client and even beyond that. Okay. So in this case, we can label these stages really into 5 categories. There's the awareness stage, the very top of the funnel, the most open point of it. Then it moves down to the interest phase or looking for that solution phase. Then we're going to get down narrow, the consideration phase. Then the conversion phase, where you start to convert them into the sale at the very bottom of the funnel. Then we can add the loyalty part, which is just keeping them moving through that funnel all the way to the bottom end. So if you can hit on all of these stages within the customer journey, that's when you're going to crush it with your marketing business. Okay. Or you're marketing your business in general. And this is online or offline. I don't care. This is literally marketing 101 here. So let's actually dive into all 5 of these stages together. The first one, like I said, the most open, the awareness stage. This is when people first learn about you. So maybe they came across you on social media, maybe they saw a blog post, maybe they saw your ad. Regardless of the how, the goal here is you want to grab their attention. You want to make them aware of you in your business, your brand. Now, I remember when Sarah first started her accounting firm, she thought that just having a website would be good enough for her business. But then she realized, how are people actually going to know she existed? That's when she started using social media to get the word out. She posts tips, shares stories, she's engaged with people in the comments. And slowly, people start to recognize her brand. They recognize you, now what? Now we have the interest or the solution stage. So now that they know about you, you need to keep them interested. So what I recommend here is that you offer valuable content that speaks to their needs or problems. And really make sure that you're sharing about what those real solutions to those problems are without sharing the how, by the way. That's a key. I want them to know about their solution, but I want them to always question, well, how do I actually do this for myself? Okay, remember that. So let me say it again. You want to share with them what the solution is that's going to solve their problem, but don't share too much that they don't actually need to work with you. You're not sharing the how. You're sharing that, yeah, this solution is possible. This is how you're going to solve your pain point and get to that end goal that you're looking for. And this is really also where you're at that relationship building standpoint with them. It's kind of like having a conversation where you're showing them, yeah, I understand what you're going through. I have the experience to help you. I do this all the time. Or even think about it as like dating. Okay. You wouldn't just walk up to someone random and ask them to marry you on your first date, right? Maybe some people will, but not typically. You're going to get to know them. You're going to share a bit about yourself. You're going to actually build a connection first. The exact same thing happens for your business. Show them you care about their needs. Or I have another friend, Mark. He offers online courses in the digital marketing space. And when he first launched, he thought his course content would do everything for him. It was so good. He quickly realized he needed to actually engage with his audience and actually be active online to build that relationship. So he started creating free webinars, valuable blog posts. He really spoke to pain points in every single thing that he did in his marketing. People loved the content. They began to see Mark as this expert in his field, which naturally led them to the consideration phase where they are thinking about his course. So we're slowly moving them down the funnel. See what we're doing here? So right now you're kind of in that halfway section. So next up, we're moving into that consideration stage. So at this point, they're evaluating their options and they need to know why you are the best choice. So here's where you're going to want to give them information about your products, your service, share case studies, host webinars, post on social media with actual social proof that you're actually working with the people and you're actually getting the results for those people. So I remember with Sarah, when she was looking for a new project management tool for her firm, she spent hours comparing different platforms, reading reviews, watching video tutorials, making sure that it was good for her business. The companies that provided the most helpful and transparent informations were the ones she trusted most. So be that resource for your potential clients, for your potential customers. Or another example, my friend James, he's a mortgage agent. He created really this information video series on the entire mortgage process, breaking down every single concept into this really easy to understand way. This not only educated his audience, but also demonstrated his expertise, but it also built trust. Potential clients, they felt more comfortable really just even reaching out to him because they already felt like they knew him. They liked his approach, which made the next piece of the puzzle or the funnel even easier. So, this is the big one, the actual conversion. So, this is where we're turning those potential clients into actual paying clients. So, you want to make this as easy as possible for them to choose you and then move forward with it. So, think even like, can you do a free trial, a demo, a discount, a promotion? And don't forget to share all of the client testimonials and success stories to really build trust. Now, one of my favorite examples, let's keep with the Sarah theme, she was hiring a business coach. And that coach offered her a free coaching session to make sure that it was the right fit for each other. She was so excited about this free session. I remember her telling me all about it. And so she was like, yeah, I'm jumping on it. I need this. So she had a great strategy call. But guess what happened here? At the end, she was so excited about the strategy that she talked about with this new business coach that she hired her for 90 days to help her actually implement it. Now, let's go the other side from that business coach perspective. What is she really doing? What was that free coaching call all about? Was it a sales call, a discovery call? Whatever it is that you want to call it, that is what she's doing. So, see what's actually happening here from both sides of the party. So, at this point, you've got this new client. Let's just pretend they went through that whole funnel. Now, what is that next step? This is a really big one, by the way. And honestly, I feel like most people miss it. But 80% of my clients come from referrals from other clients. And that is because of this last stage of the funnel. Like we're in that narrow line now. This is the loyalty stage. So once they made a purchase, keep making them happy to come back again and again and again and recommend you to others. So this is where the real magic happens, turning a one-time client into loyal advocates for your brand. Think about your favorite coffee shop. Let's keep it not in a personal service way. Why do you actually keep going back? It's not about the coffee. Sure, it could be good, but it's not about the coffee. It's the atmosphere. The friendly barista who remembers your name, remembers your order, makes you feel special. And that little loyalty card that you get a reward every single time you visit? Or why do you keep going back to that same massage therapist or the chiropractor? Because you trust them, you have a relationship with them. They know what you've been through, but they also know what you need. Same thing here. How can you give so much value to your existing clients that they are bragging about you to others? Now, it's pretty simple when you break it into these 5 steps, right? And these 5 steps or stages of the marketing funnel, I always want you to keep in the back of your mind. But let's also talk about why you actually building this funnel. Who are you building it for? Your dream client, right? Your target audience. Knowing your audience literally inside and out, that is going to be a really big key to an effective entire funnel. So, how can you guide someone if you don't know what they are looking for or what problems you can solve for them? So that's where creating a buyer persona comes in. So I go really in depth within the spotlight theory with my clients with this. But these are detailed profiles of this perfect client for you. So you're going to think of their demographics, psychographics, their behaviors. For example, are they young professionals looking to buy their first home? Or maybe they're seasoned investors seeking the best mortgage rates. Now, to build these personas, you need to actually do some research. You need to get into your client's shoes. Here's how. I want you to ask your existing clients about their challenges, their needs through surveys, through questionnaires. Monitor what people are saying about your brand and your competitors on social media. Check out what is actually working for others in your industry and identify the gaps that you can actually fill with your service. And of course, use website analytic tools like Google Analytics to see how visitors interact with your site. All of these pieces, it's going to tell you a lot. Now, a big key for really simplifying your marketing is to understand that person so clearly that you can close your eyes and you can literally picture that person. Like in the Spotlight Theory program, or if I'm working one on one with my clients, we always picture one person throughout everything we do for our marketing. And we actually even pull out a picture of this person, whether it's an actual picture or one that we find online, so we can actually visualize it. Now, one time I was working with an SEO expert from the UK, and she was launching an online course. We did a deep dive in really understanding her ideal students. And we found that her target audience was primarily small business owners and entrepreneurs looking to boost their online presence. So we got so deep into understanding who they are on social media. Who do they actually follow on social media? What podcasts do they listen to? What books are they reading? If they travel or don't travel, if they have kids, what type of car that they drive, what they do outside of their career work. We learned so much about them. And because we knew this person inside and out, we truly understood their problems. And by tweaking her content to speak directly to this person, we saw a significant increase in course enrollments. Now, once you have this clear picture of your target audience, you can map out their entire journey, the awareness stage. What do they need to discover? Or how are they going to discover you? Your goal is to grab their attention. Use blog posts, social media updates, SEO, make ads about the awareness of your brand. Then they move to the interest solution phase. Really educate them on why your solution is going to solve their problem. When they move to the consideration stage, they're aware of you, they know your solution, but they're evaluating their options. Provide detailed content like case studies, webinars, social proof, even product comparisons to showcase why you are the best. I want you to really feel deeply that you are the best because you are. Now, in the conversion stage, make it super easy for them. Give them a free trial, discounts, demos, promotions, whatever it is that you can do, but share customers' testimonials, share those success stories. It's going to push them forward. And of course, clear, persuasive call to actions to actually guide them on what to do next. And then crush it with delivery. Make it so damn good that they are bragging about you. Sound good? Simplified it for you? Okay, so typically when people discover you, it's online or with a referral. People are going to eventually land on your website. Social media, it may be the first interaction that you have, but your site, your funnel is typically going to be next. So this is going to be a really big piece of the marketing funnel. And honestly, could make or break lead generation for your business, or if you're going to get that prospect. You want to make sure that everything is optimized. Everything has a really good user experience. And this is going to increase the chance of turning a view into a client. So what I want you to do across the board, focus on clear messaging to communicate who you are, what you offer, and how you can help. Ensure that every single thing you do online is easy to navigate. Make sure it looks good. Make sure it functions well on all devices, especially on mobile. And place call to actions really strategically throughout your website, your funnels, everything, guiding them to sign up for something. So, whether that's downloading a guide, making a purchase, enrolling in your course, just make it super clear. One of our clients, they had their website redone before we started actually running Google Ads for them. It was a good site, nice and clean, very mobile friendly. I loved it. But after we started running ads and driving a lot of traffic, we started to really pay attention to what are actually people doing on this site. And what we noticed is people were leaving without taking any action. So why? We also noticed they were clicking on pictures that actually took them nowhere. Why? Some started filling out the form but never actually finished it. Why? We are really paying attention. And after a few tweaks, like shortening the form, made pictures pop up a new form, making more call to actions as obvious as possible and compelling, we saw huge improvements, not only in the engagement on his site, but leads started coming in. So to bring it back to the 5 stages, let's say at this point, people landed on the site in the awareness stage. Now to bring them through to the interest or the solution stage, we have a lead magnet on his site to give them more information on how to solve their problem. And here we're also collecting their contact information. So this, in your case, could be an ebook, a guide, template, webinar. So if you're going to use a lead magnet though, I want you to really pay attention that it's super relevant, it's valuable, it's easy, it's accessible, it has strong call to action to actually move forward into that consideration stage or the conversion stage. Now, I have a lot of episodes on lead magnets, but the most recent, this was 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. So go back 2 episodes and listen to that one. But one of my favorite examples is a financial planner. She offers a free budgeting worksheet. It's a really great way for potential clients to experience her approach and see immediate value. Now, by the end of the month, she had so many people sign up for her financial planning services because they were hooked. Or another great example is an online course creator. So her name is Jade. She offers free mini course that gives them a taste of every single thing that she's teaching and the value of her full course just because they got a little snippet. So this is not only helping her audience learn something right away, but it's also building trust and demonstrating the quality of the paid content. So once you capture those leads, you need to nurture them through your funnel. And this is where email marketing automation really comes into play. Email marketing automation, it lets you personalize everything within your business, but also send out emails to those new leads. And it seems like you're manually sending it. So this is also going to help you build this relationship with them a lot faster. So remember, at this point, we are in the relationship building game. We're dating. We're just about to ask them to marry us. But from an email marketing side of things, what I would quickly suggest is to actually segment your audience into groups based on demographics, behaviors, or interests, and create a series of automated emails to be sent over time. So this could be the welcome emails, the educational content, special offers. And you're going to want to personalize all of your emails to make them more engaging. Don't do just those typical newsletters. And what you can do is set triggers to define actions that will start to send specific email sequences like downloading a guide or watching a webinar based on how they behave. Now, I've seen it firsthand how effective email marketing automation can be over the last 9 years. I absolutely love it. And all of our clients, they generate hundreds of sales and booked appointments simply by sending out a single email. Now, how do you actually know if all this is working? That's another big question I get asked. This is actually where you want to track and analyze all of your key metrics. So you want to monitor your website traffic, your conversion rates, your email open rates, your click-through rates. Use Google Analytics to really gather a lot of informative information really on your website side of things that's going to start your marketing strategies. You can also use the Meta Pixel to track all of your ads. And if you're using funnels and everything in one spot, kind of like I do, the reporting section, it is wild what you can pay attention to. You can see exactly what is working and what is not working. And that is why I love digital marketing. That is literally, it kind of turns into this big number game at a certain point when you get into it. Just remember, building this whole marketing funnel, it's an ongoing process. Don't be afraid to test different strategies. Don't be afraid to actually look at the results. Don't be afraid to make data-driven adjustments. You're always going to want to make these tweaks, and you're always going to be making tweaks to get better and better results. Drive more conversions, grow your business, grow your client base over time. So, my friend, I am confident you're well on your way to building a successful digital marketing funnel this year if you really just pay attention to the actual funnel. And that's obviously what we're working so dang hard for, isn't it? To grow our business. Just know I see how hard you're working, but today I have a challenge for you. I want you to draw out this perfect customer journey or client journey going through all 5 stages. And from there, you'll need to determine what are you going to do to help them? How are you going to walk them through it? And then I want you to actually implement it. And when you're going through this whole process, feel free to send me a message on social media if you have any questions. You can find me on any platform at Lisa Ann Coachy. I mostly live on Instagram though, so I'll probably answer faster in there. But regardless, the funnel. That's what you got to implement. I am so excited for you to implement this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, and actually, before we go, do you mind doing me a quick favor? Share this episode with another entrepreneur who's working on growing their client base. I record all of these episodes absolutely free to help more people really just change their lives, change their business, get more time freedom back in their life from the automation side of things. Thank you so much in advance to whoever you send it to. I greatly appreciate you. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you next week, same time, same place. Have a good day. Bye for now.